My name's Kevin Owen, this is Mr. Piggy, and we work with a lot of parents. We work with a lot of kids, and one theme that I see coming up a lot is parents who don't want to screw up their kids. They don't want to mess it up. How do you not mess up parenting?
Parenting is probably the hardest job in the world next to a marriage. So one of the things that a parent needs to consider is that they too were children. And if you think like your child, you won't mess it up, because you will understand the child's needs or desires or wants, or at least their need for understanding of what parenting edicts you might give the child or directives. And that's the key, is to make sure that the child understands that family is first, that everything revolves around the family. So if you have an issue that the children are dealing with and you're not understanding why the child's dealing with it the way he is, it's always easy to say, this is what our family does. Because in my dealing with children over the last 46 years, nothing stronger than the family. And it means so much to them. And if you keep reiterating that family is important, they're going to get it. That this is what our family does, because there is such pride in family and blood.
It's like they're little people or something, wanting to connect to you, wanting to relate to you. Keeping your values first is an important thing. Knowing what they are is an important thing. Parent on purpose. If family values is something that you want to make sure that they understand and that you instill to them, do it on purpose. You would think that just because they saw it, that they got it. They don't always do that. Our faith is important. Well, sometimes you have to do specific things intentionally, because how many people drift off into nowhere they want to go incidentally. But if you're intentional about what you're wanting your kids to understand, I want them to know that I love them. I want them to know that I can be talked to. I want them to know, where I want them to be when they grow up, what I want for them, what I've prayed for them, what I hope for them. Well, do that on purpose, because if I'm more so on my phone at the kitchen table, or if I'm more so busy with everything else and not catching this moment, yeah, you can miss it there too.
Absolutely, and one of the most important things you can do is make eye contact with your child while they're talking to you. It gives them authority, gives them place, gives them value, and makes them feel that what they're saying to you is important to you, and it is, of course. But as Kevin said, if you're doing something else and just answering with very succinct words or phrases or sentences, they're going to think that you're really not truly listening. Make sure you have eye contact. Matter of fact, it's a great idea to get level with them. Just have a seat in a chair and let them stand in front of you, so you're right eye level with them. So there's no conveyance of authority. What you're wanting is understanding.
Connection is huge. Relate to the kids, connect to the kids, help them to know your heart, help them to know that you want to know their heart. I talk to people all the time who are very old and their parents are long gone, and they still desire that connection from their parents. They still desire that validation, that approval, and that love. And that's something that you have to give if you do it intentionally. You may not know how to handle your kid's cell phone. You may not know how to handle their first relationship, or the fact that little Billy just discovered the marijuana. But if you are there with them and you connect to them, you'll help them through a lot. And sometimes you need a little extra guidance. That's what we do. Feel free to give us a call. We'd love to walk you through it.
We sure would. Thank you.